Desi Linden here at 2017 Boston Marathon. I guess, how are you feeling? Just thoughts going into the race.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really good. I feel strong, healthy, excited. So all the things are there that we'll see what we can do with it on Monday.
I read the article you had with Sports Illustrated recently. You're doing more mileage than in the past. It seems like Kevin thinks you're in great shape, had a great build-up. Do you feel that, and have you taken more risks in this build-up as compared to what's in the past?
I feel like early on, before I was really tired from the mileage, I was definitely going faster than ever before and was able to dig a little deeper in the speed stuff, so that's definitely something I've done. We're doing more mileage than ever before, so the 130 is pretty new. Touched on it a little bit in Rio, but not as much as this time around. So we're trying new things and we're trying to figure out how we can make that next bump. But I think the biggest thing is that having 2016 Olympics off the table, and we're not looking towards 2020. Not saying that it's not in the cards, but like, this is the end all be all. I want to focus on this, and I haven't felt that sense of urgency about racing since I was trying to make it as a pro. Like, if this race doesn't go well, I'm going to go get a real job, and that's what helped me break through and get where I'm at and have a career in this. And that sense of urgency is back, where it's like, this is the one race that I'm worried about, and that's it.
Yeah. So. Do you feel more prepared to win this race than 2011 or 2015, the times you ran it?
Definitely more than 2015. I think I'm probably ahead of 2011. It's hard because it went so well there. It's like, well, obviously very prepared. I think I'm a stronger athlete. I think I'm faster than I was then. So all signs are good. It's just who you're measuring up against. And the field was incredibly deep that year, and I've since beat some of those people again. But I mean, Carolyn Rodich won Boston, and I beat her that year. Sharon Sharp won Boston. I beat her that year. Those are people I can match up with. So I think I'm in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, just what do you think about the field this year? You've got a few 219 women at the top, very accomplished. How do you feel you measure up against?
Yeah, it's all. I mean, if they were in 219, there's not much I can do. But it's not Dubai, it's not London, it's not Berlin. There are no pacers, and 219. I think there's only one 219 on this course ever. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's two, but usually a 222, 224 type performance wins this race, and I can do that, and I can do that here. So there's no reason to think I can't be in it. That's okay.
Even the shoes are 1999 in Finland.
Your game plan in terms of strategy, do you anticipate it being sort of similar to how you ran in 2015, that you kind of controlled it and made it racing to make it? How do you feel like you're going to run this?
Yeah, I think I can never let it get too soft. I don't want it to be a 230, 232 type race. Like, there's really great half marathoners in the field. And I don't want it to be a half marathon. I want it to be 26.2. So if it's too soft, I'm okay with pushing it where I want it. And generally what happens is people get antsy even off of the pace you set, and they make your moves around that. So it does take a little bit of help from other people pushing off a pace, but I'd rather them push off a 5:25, 5:30 than run 6 minutes and then have them just gone. So that's something we'll sit down and really map out the plan, but I'm not afraid to lead. I'm not afraid to fall back and catch up if it's way too aggressive. Last year they dropped a 5 flat, I think right before the Newton Hills, and that's how Visa wins the race. We'll get to it when but she sets back. It's 5 flat. It's not. You're not running that inch. You're just not. So I know how to work this course and when to make smart decisions. So I think they'll all factor in.
You were one of the women who finished behind Jemima Sundog in the Olympics. The EPO test came out last week. I guess, what were your thoughts on that? Did it surprise you? Is there any? We know the indicators in terms of like sudden progressions that might be an indicator, but was there anything to you that indicated that might be possible, or was it surprising?
I was more surprised in August that she was on the start line. I think there's patterns, there's trends, there's people in groups that you're just not surprised about. I think after after we crossed the finish line, Amy, Shalane, and I sat around and chatted about the race, and it was like, I said it was like, within 1 year, we'll all have bumped up 2 spots, just once. And I, pick your name for the other one. So no, I'm not surprised.
Do you feel, I mean, you don't have to name names, but do you feel that same doubt that there are women in this field who say a few years from now?
We're gonna have fun again. Just get the names.
I don't.
You gonna be hanging out with Randy tonight? Yeah.
We'll see when the results come in. We'll see how many people I'm behind. I think there's just associations that I wouldn't want any part of. But everyone's makes their own decisions.
I don't know if it's Randy.
I don't know.
You go into marathons, pretty tired, you're training, you're not running really fast times. Jordan Desi, just making her debut, she's on the other spectrum. She's like blitzing all these races. I guess, you two figure to be the top Americans on paper. What are your thoughts about her chances and her debut? Any opinion on that?
No, I think she'll be great. I mean, I think Alberto has generally had really great debuts from athletes, and then maybe kind of a stagnation or just almost a step back as they go into the next one. She's obviously on fire right now and running really well, so I would expect she's going to be great. But it's Boston, it's the marathon, and inexperience is always, you just never know how it's going to pan out. But yeah, I mean, I think she's an incredible talent, so I think she'll do really well.
What's the biggest lessons you've learned from running Boston?
I mean, I think I've learned everything on this course. I debuted in 2007, so I've learned a lot over the years. But I mean, patience out here, that's always helped me out. I think I've learned how to break down this course really well. I think I studied enough to know what moves are real and what moves are just maybe a little aided by the course. It's going to come back to you on the other side because you're just going to go right back up a hill or whatever it may be. So I feel like I know how to be a patient racer out here.
You mentioned a sense of urgency to win this year. I know winning's been a goal of yours for a while here, but I guess maybe you don't want to talk about like scenarios in the future, but what happens if you don't win? Like, how do you put all this energy and investment in it, and then it's sort of done, and you go move on? How do you do that?
Yeah, I think that'll be really tough. I think that's going to be probably tougher than anything I've had to face before. It'll be finding the next race that excites me and that I can get amped up for, and then obviously analyzing what went wrong, what we need to work on. I think when I look at 2011, it's like, well, what would you do different? I don't think I would have changed anything about how I raced or what I did on the course. It's like you just got to go back and be a better athlete, and we'll figure out what it is if I don't win on Monday, what we need to work on. And
we'll cover that.
Right. So yeah.
All right. Well, good luck on
Monday.
Thank